making headlines with his Sora gameplay. Finally finding almost an assault. What?
Hey, okay.
We saw
okay,
this.
never mind.
We saw this
Man.
before. We saw this in doubles, actually. We saw Kameme going in with the Mii Brawler. And, you know, this could be a bit of an obscure matchup. You don't really see Mii Brawlers at all going with the suplex side B. That's awkward. It's so weird to see a Mii Brawler at this height of the tournament. Top 32.
At this point, Kameme and Maister do have a little bit of history. They have 2 sets played in bracket, and it's a 50-50. Both of them have played, but to be fair with you, this was 4 years ago, so that means that there's gonna be a whole new level of new things to bring to the table. Right now, the Mii Brawler doing phenomenally against a character that usually loves to command not only the ground, but also the air.
And Mii Brawler's a character that just kind of sits a weird spot in the meta. Probably the best meta pushing player for the character. Is almost in a joking way. It might be Larry Lure. Shouts to Larry.
And what about Isam though?
Isam's also got the B gunner, and then also got some players that are like consummate Mii Brawler favorites, like Fire the Pyro out in Western Washington, and Leody Hawkins from SoCal. But nevertheless. Pushing the win button, getting the uppercut, and that's the thing. Even with how Game & Watch's health is, Mii Brawler's gonna steal stocks at way low percents.
Yeah, and even we saw Kameme actually starting to feel himself a little bit more, right, with the opportunity that he has. He taunted on Maister, right? He's feeling himself a little bit more. The Shockwave able to do so. Ooh, right there we see the we see the Maister introduction being used. Once again, the forward air in order to take out Kameme. Only 10% of a difference right here. Kameme was only able to get 1 dash attack before Maister took the stock.
Yeah, Kameme is still looking quite fresh. He's not too hurt, but Maister knows that he's a master of the ledge. He knows that the frame trapping is absolutely amazing. Ledge trapping as well. Maister does that extremely well, and Kameme is trying to challenge it with Mii Brawler's tools in the air, which, to be fair, and with this configuration of the Mii Brawler, it's actually quite good. He's got the flip kick, he's got the up B, which is absolutely insane, and the side B as well, the command grab that will allow him to get those kind of remind us of it's Sky J, right? The Alolan whips to get insane stocks as well.
But the big difference is that Brawler's going to get his early kills, his cheese kills off the top with combos with Thrupper.
Yeah.
Brawler's, excellent there, and sometimes you just can't keep on chasing the drag, you can't keep on chasing Maister down. He's going to wield a big old noggin up smash as a defensive last resort. But basically, Mii Brawler is like the best parts of Fox, Mario, and ZSS Samus and Command Grab. Like, what business does this character have for this meta, Tio?
He has so many options, though. The thing is, sometimes you win these type of matchups off of the obscurity that how uncommon they are. And I think that Maister would not only be doing something great for himself, he's able to beat the Mii Brawler, but he would also be doing something great for Leo. Gets that up B. Oh, and that kills, because Kameme is the only person to actually sport a true positive win ratio against MK Leo.
Definitely great stuff there from Kameme. He's not too far behind. It's an amazing display of skill from both of these competitors. Right now, he's suffering from, the classical taunt to get bodied seems to be the case. Maister hitting that shield, getting it slightly here, smaller in size. Now careful here because Kameme, with his Mii Brawler just menacing, just waiting for an opportunity for Maister to make a mistake and find him at the ledge for the appropriate punishment.
Yeah, and Kameme's going to keep stringing Maister along. All he wants to do is force Maister into committing a little bit too hard and rack up the damage before he gets another one of those Thrupper situations. Just the Thrupper follow-ups are so frame tight because that Maister can't escape with Oil Panic, which is usually his get out of jail free card.
Yeah, within these, obviously, normal instances, yes, but the thing is that Oil Panic, it's just so difficult, and sometimes even within this matchup, I really don't think that he has even like the shot put, right? No, not at all. It's just like the other punchy thing, right? So we see Maister take the stock, no problem with the chair, going in with the opening once again, and I did a little bit of quick research, and it turns out that Kameme isn't the only person that sports a positive win ratio against it. It's also Shuten, but Kameme sports it since the longest time, dating even since Smash 4.
Even so, I don't think Kameme has lost to Leo in bracket. I think that's the easier one. I think he's a 2-0 record. But nonetheless, y'all should go check the record books. We're here to have fun and enjoy what's the action that's taking place right in front of us. Kameme thought he had maybe something pocketed here for the situation, a way to do away with Maister. But Maister, man, he's prepared for some of these situations. Again, somebody who grinds a lot online for folks that tend to write off online gameplay. And I think, there's Sora pops come out.
See, exactly. Ray Rhodes Gaming Kameme from Japan is going to try something different, Sora, to try to deal a clash of the Keyblades. You got the one from Mickey on the left and the one from, I don't know, Game & Watch on the right, of course, down there. Can be an interesting trick here to try to deal with, I mean, Sora likes to be in the air, right? So maybe trying to challenge him with an overextension could be an interesting treat to see how Maister deals with this character that he also tried to secondary or co-main. The knowledge is there for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, Berserk right now is just trying to feel each other out and this process going. Despite Maister having some game knowledge about Kameme's habits from game one, might not necessarily transfer as smoothly here to game two in the current pick. Sky Maister does get that up the shield to work, but Maister able to cover his landing, get back safely. I mean, just needs to go back and forth, but here comes some stage control for Maister to grab in. There's going to be a lot of Maister trying to bait Kameme to make mistakes, and Kameme trying to force his way in and push the issue.
The floatiness that Sora has as well can, of course,
it can mess with
it can mess up a bit of the time, but the only thing that we have to see as well, Maister has Sora experience because he uses his character, or he used to use his character as well. So that's something that he's looking for as well. Goes in for the key. This isn't the only Keyblade here, my friend. Goes in right there for the downer, actually able to get it very well. And just contesting Zora's recovery, that's something that he knows he can exploit because he's played the character himself.
That's what I'm telling you. The fact that Maister has this opportunity to get Sora punished when he is off stage, and maybe even when he overextends within the air, can be such a good tool. Finally getting that first stock with up B. Struggle, taking some time actually. Kameme is struggling there to get something started, and right now Maister doing phenomenally to try to extend the current lead that he has, still sitting clean on his second stock.
And Maister is absolutely no joke the way he's wielding his bombs for a Keyblade landing that Kameme wasn't prepared for, and there's no preparation for Franklin the Turtle when Maister whips him on out.
Man, just that back row is ever so lethal, and this is something that Maister has been exploiting quite well. You generally do not see players exploit or actually hit Sora whenever he's outside of the stage. Oh my god! Oh, he almost gave us a high moment right there.
He almost put Kameme on ice!
Yeah, he really did. You really don't see players contest Sora outside of the stage, but Maister knows what Mr. Game & Watch can do, and not only that, but uses his tools ever so well in a format that Kameme is struggling to get the rhythm of.
Yeah, he don't care. He knows that he has a lot of tools that are basically safe. Great way to stop the Sonic Dash Air. Sonic Slash, I do believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Sora's names are a bit interesting, but yes, right now it is Kameme who's struggling to get something started here. Gets an interesting extension, gets the up smash, now finishing the flash. The up smash there, finally allowing to take the stock, but it's a lot of damage, and Sora will not take those hits lightly.
Making that key channel, Keyblade, but he does fill the bucket, and there goes Kameme almost flying to the blast zone. He just needed a little more power in that bucket. Nevertheless, Kameme going to go for the long route. He's going to take the scenic route, getting back to stage. Having a chance to try to fight right back into this one. The Maister's going to hang out at ledge and force his way back to center stage, safe as houses. As
it should be, because Mr. Game & Watch has exactly that. So if there's something that he can do, it's just completely be safe all the time. Right. However, we do see Kameme actually using the spacing from Zora's Keyblade to play a little bit with the effective range. Once again, the downer not quite going to be enough though. He's going to maybe go in, try to punish him off stage. Where is he going? Going right there, goes in for the dash attack. Not quite going to hit at this point. See the up B. That shield is looking mighty small. However, Mr. Game & Watch very light. One instance that he gets him on the platform with an up B, and that could be it.
Sora, Sora, Cirque.
Watch out, because right now the pressure is all over Maister, who's currently struggling to find that stock. Kameme is taking advantage of the rage. The up B is going to be an insane pop-off as well. He deserves this pop-off because that was an insane clutch from the Japanese player. The representative from Tokyo is just doing phenomenally at this point, knowing that patience was going to yield the best results.
I don't know any Kingdom Hearts lore, but I'm just going to say it. Smash Factor 10 might be the property of Organization 12. That probably didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But
Maybe it did. Chad would let us know.
But man, what a come from behind performance there from Kameme. If Maister had him dead to rights for a lot of that, if he'd be able to just find the 2-frame on dash attack, that'd be a completely different story. We'd be looking at Maister up dose as Sora.
13, they say 13.
But, 13.
You were close, you were close.
Whatever.
Close.
Hey,
just don't say it in Spanish and we're fine, bro. That's fine. No, and you don't know what I'm talking about, but people who are in the chat that know Spanish, they do. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Game 3 now. We do see Kameme stick with the Sora after he was able to clutch out a victory against Meister's Mr. Game & Watch. What's the thing of the soulless, the lifeless? Character from the Heartless, yeah. He's fighting against the Heartless right now.
Right now, Sora is working wonderfully, at least in the clutch moment with Rage. Game & Watch is not going to take those trades lightly, so he knows that if he gets those instances where he finds a good opportunity to just safely punish Meister, he could get away with it. We saw it earlier. Right now, he is getting the shorter end of the stick because Meister is
don't run in!
dominating the aggression, or at least the presence at this first.
Sonic Blade did actually cut a swath right through the big old melon headbutt up smash. Kameme right now, him and Meister are just tussling. Very even game right now, just trying to see who can take the advantage and get that first lead. Kameme's doing such a good job making sure he's not just falling in full into what Meister's trying to set up. His positioning and his traps going on right now. Excellent cover there by Meister, but oh my gosh, nobody can seem to really get a firm lead right now, Dio.
Yeah, really is just very, very even. And even though Sora does have just the ever so slightest advantage, it seems like more so Kameme is understanding how to fight against Meister now. I mean, we do know that Mia is over there within Japan, so that could be the matchup experience that he needs. However, right now we're seeing a bit of a juggle right here. Oop, careful with the pot lid. That's going to be it. And before I hand over the word to you, sir, shout out to my boy Antran. Thank you so much for buying me dinner.
Hey, nice. I want to meet him. I want to meet him too. But yeah, thank you so much already for still.
Well, the only foods we're going to see right now,
yeah, the neutral
Dio,
B.
is the neutral B from Mr. Game & Watch. Bring us right back to this one. But Sir, man, I mean, the way that Meister's playing, it's hard to break through his defensive options.
It is indeed hard to do so. Meister, despite the fact that he is still locking it down, but still in his first stock, actually Kameme manages to land that back air. Great timing there, because otherwise it would have been extremely more dangerous, more obnoxious to deal, especially here where Meister dominates the ground. Sharking is his favorite game to play.
Kameme right now just trying to find the second gear, trying to find that wherewithal to do it for all the dad gamers out there. Kameme, obviously, father of one.
And,
And just trying to play at this level, trying to show his mettle, his guile, just being sent away right now. Meister cooking his meats like one of the street vendors out here, serving up tacos, but it's in the form of those sausages and veggies. And oh man, Kameme just getting right back through.
Yeah, really no problem breaking through the wall that generally Meister is trying to put up with his options. And it's kind of awkward to see Meister struggle a little bit to kill, but it's not because Meister isn't throwing out those kill options, because Kameme is playing so cautiously, as if he knows that anything that Meister can throw out is a hazard that he has to avoid constantly, because the moment that he slips up, he will get hit. But these upbeats out of shield are so on point, constantly punishing Meister as if it were Mr. Game & Watch himself.
Also at this point, Kameme knows that he needs to make the most.
No.
He needs to make the most out of every single interaction, especially at high percentages. We've seen it work in his favor, trying to get the LB. Unfortunately for the Japanese player, it got traded out by the LB. That could have been an interesting situation there, being so close to the blast zone. Could potentially have gotten closer there, but until that happens, it is Meister still holding a very sizable lead. It doesn't seem that he's close to losing that second stock yet.
Kameme just keeps trying to find mix-ups to get past Meister's defenses, and they're just not materializing. Meister is proving that the most frustrating image in all of Smash Ultimate is Game & Watch sitting in shield, the way that he's playing right now.
Oh, yeah.
Kameme just cutting up close. Oh, he tried to do something tricky there. landing there, not quite going to do it. Maister's running away. The dash attack forced Kameme back off stage yet again. Gotta be careful with Kameme. You're one strike away from being sent packing to game 4.
Yeah, and you really don't want to see Mexicans over here within game 4. We see the get-up attack on the platform, going to place Kameme in an awkward position, but the back air finally slaying this Heartless in half, but he still has another stock, goes in for the down smash. Not quite going to catch him. However, the pressure from the up B, very well spaced Franklin out right there, not going to allow him to go in with the up B, and that's the micro adaptations that Maister has within this set that Kameme has to counter as soon as possible, because if he doesn't, it's going to start going into a moment where the percentage could start meaning way too much and not allow him to take as many risks as he should.
It goes downhill from this point where Kameme is extremely close to losing that stock. He's mounting for the comeback. He has the rage on as well, so it could potentially become a good opportunity to bring that clutch factor once again. Maister with a parry. Of course, the aerial drift and the aerial mobility that Kameme sports with Sora will allow him to try to drift away from danger.
Oh, no shot.
Flash,
Oh,
but not enough, barely grazing
Close.
that up
Another
smash.
situation. Kameme's sitting on top of this one now. Can he figure out a way to bring this one back just like game 2? Can he take this one back from Maister? Bear's going to send him out deep. Again, he's going to waste the Thunder Roger on purpose in order to have Fire Roger on deck. Oh, Maister, excellent landing there. He's forced him off stage once dead. Franklin's out, but no beats for him this time around. And this is so tense, Dio.
no quiere taquitos al pastor, Kameme. He knows that the moment that one stray hit is all he needs in order for him to go out with the back air. Not quite going to be enough. 50 seconds on the clock, by the way. This is a time game. They are playing this out so much right here. They know that this could be anyone's game. Where's the chair, Maister? Sit him down or something.
Gets the Blizaga, last opportunity, gets the air dodge, and the up B is going to make it once again. Kameme with the amazing clutch after being at a deficit. The back foot has always been there, but as soon as he lands on the last stock, as soon as he gets Maister on 60% on his last one, he knows that it doesn't matter how much percentage Kameme has on him, he still has an opportunity as long as he plays carefully, playing to his privileges, his advantages, which are waiting for Maister to overcommit so he can sneak in a nasty up B to try to steal the stock.
Yeah.
This is gutsy gameplay from Kameme. Like every time you try to doubt him and to count him out, especially how well built Maister's defenses are, he finds a way to win. And that's just, that speaks volumes to his mentality when it comes to the game. What do you say, Sora?
Yeah, I completely agree. Even though Maister is generally the one to take the first stocks, generally the one to say, like, okay, be the one to initiate the aggression, it's basically Kameme the one who retaliates, sometimes a little bit sooner than later, but then he does show up and rep. That's when Maister starts to fall a little bit short with his offense, not being able to get those kills. On a floaty character like Sora, it's not, I wouldn't say like it's hard, but the thing is, it's very difficult to like grab him. He's so nimble, and he's like squirmy. Like you can't catch him easily.
Yeah. Kameme, and this is part of the Japanese playstyle, right? Being extremely defensive, knowing that you have to step back, take a closer look from a distance. I know that sounds a bit redundant, but see the better picture, the bigger picture, so you can find a better opportunity to sneak in those. To be fair, what the micro damage or the micro interactions that allow him to just do little by little damage that allows Kameme to amount for a victory. Right now, the trend has been, as you mentioned, Maister being the one on the lead, but the clutch moments are the ones that matter the most. And so far, Maister is struggling to find those.
They've defined this set. If you're Maister right now, you're probably hearing keys jangling in your head. The way that Kameme was bashing his head brains in with swords, normals. And also sometimes it's very important to notice that Kameme is deliberately avoiding using Thunder Raja and just sticking to Blizzaga in order to try and catch Maister in mid-range, and nevertheless unable to defuse that bomb. Maister trying to stick to this lead and have this one stick around like the last 2 games.
Yeah, the same Counter-Strike, no defuse is right here. We have to go in with these combos, 55% off of one interaction. Don't tell me Mr. Game & Watch is broken, because I already know. And we go in right here. He's probably going to go in with a chef. Yes, the thing is, it's not even going in. It's just bothering him. It's just bothering him, just placing him within a situation where he feels so uncomfortable that he's forced to choose an option fast, and that's when Maister's like, got him, GG's. And that's what he needs. Yeah, like, that's exactly what he's going for. Kameme is the one that is on top, though, so it has to be an aggression going forward from Maister. He is the one in the deficit. Maybe not within the game right now, but definitely within the set.
It is Maister who's currently being so good at setting out the hitboxes, setting out opportunities for him to dominate the aerial space, which admittedly Sora wants to be. But against Maister, against Game & Watch, it can be a bit of a double-edged sword right now. Maister with a commanding lead still on 0% on his second stock. That gets broken immediately by Kameme's forward. But careful here, because you know that as soon as Maister gets a trade at this high percent, he could very well steal that stock and get an even bigger lead, in which the one that he currently holds.
Moving down that Lion Tamer F tilt chair. The way that Maister's playing is almost like he resolved himself. You know what? Vibes are dictating. I need camp harder. That's how you gotta do it. The way that Kameme's just trying to get an inch and go for it, Maister has to deny him that inch. And that's the way he's been playing right now. No free hits, only trades. And Maister is basically the stock exchange right now, the way he's profiting from these trades.
You know, something that I also noticed within the way that Kameme is recovering, we saw Maister punish his upbeat once. Only once we saw him punish it, and what happened now? He starts to recover in a completely different fashion. Not quite going to be enough, almost 200% on this Sora, and that's where he's able to catch him normally. But there, you see, whenever he recovers low like that in a bit of a predictable quote-unquote manner, that's when Maister gets him. Kameme has been avoiding it because he knows Maister is really a bird of prey and just gets that.
Because the Thunder Objects didn't have enough knockback to give himself time to get back to the ledge, right, sir?
Exactly, the pressure that Maister is putting out, no matter where Kameme tries to recover from, even though the down smash could have been extremely beneficial there for Kameme to bring this stock back. He's not too far behind. He could very well find enough B out of shield, or maybe after this icicle breaks. Unfortunately for the Japanese player, that is not going to be the case. He's trying to go for the 2-frame with the forward tilt, not finding it just yet. Maister very patiently waiting on shield, knowing that Kameme is waiting for the finishing touch, and that is going to be it. Last stock for Maister if he wants to bring us to game number 5.
He snuck that in under the gun. That was probably the last possible frame he could have had acted out before landing. I mean, this is just, it's so tough right now for Maister, especially looking at his last stock. He has to keep warding off Kameme right now. He doesn't want to be on the receiving end, the business end of that Keyblade right now. Avoids dash attack, avoids the giant clown shoes. And that's what Maister has to do. He has to figure out a way to get these nairs to work. The combos out, but it's just the pressure is mounting, the damage is mounting. He can't land. Kameme's movement is so on point.
At this point, he may be looking to see a little bit into Lady Luck, or maybe just use up Oil Panic once again to try to get...
Down throw Judge time?
Maybe down throw Judge, maybe down throw Oil Panic, or even that down smash. That could kill within the berry to forward smash combo that is ever so known right here. That's it! That's 1-2! Buckle my shoe! 3-4! You're done, bro! And just goes, sends him up top. Kameme with the 3-1. Maister did not like that at all, and man, it's just a 1-to-1 situation where he's like, you know what, I'm gonna hit you with the setup that you laughed so long, and it's gonna hurt.
You mentioned it earlier, Theo, the fact that Kameme has the practice, has the knowledge on this Mr. Game & Watch, definitely played an insane amount of the result that we found here today for us to enjoy. The pressure that Maister was putting out for the most part of the set was not enough to deal with the resolve that these Japanese players, specifically Kameme, has brought to the table, knowing that not only Sora, but also the skill that he has, the knowledge that he has, and of course the experience in out-of-region events was going to allow him to bring us to this result.
Absolutely. But all in all, Kameme doing it for the dad gamers out there. Let's shout out the dads out there. Just working hard in order to have some extra free time to get in some Fortnite.
Or Smash, right?
Or Smash.
Or Smash, or Tekken, because I don't know if you guys knew, but there was a player that won a Tekken tournament, and my man had two full-time jobs, and is a father of, if I recall correctly, like either 1 or 2, and he just obliterated everybody.
It got viral, right?
Yeah, it went viral.
I
And my
remember
man
that.
was just like doing excellent overall within the Tekken. You see, the first game was the one that Meister won, and then Kameme was like, nah, no more. I'm gonna just change the Sora. I'm gonna trust the Sora, and then just goes in, no problem. We actually haven't seen a lot of Mega Man Kameme. Kameme Mega Man, sorry.
Oh, he's I mean, like, he's still got it, but
He doesn't use it as often.
It's been a lot of Sora for him. I mean,
Yeah.
You can almost argue that the Mii Brawler was for information at this point. Just able to figure out some specific habits, some ways to exploit Meister, but like, all in all, like that is one of the gutsiest performances in Smash Ultimate history. The way that Kameme was just able to whittle down Meister's defenses and just do enough to win that set. And that's what it means to be in top 16 at Smash Factor 10.
Actually, I agree with you, bro. This is not strange from Japanese players. They usually try to get as much information in game 1. They play a lot with the counter pick, so this is something that it could be a little like for